Grand Rising, Grand Rising. How are you guys doing? Welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Guys, look, I'm going to try to see if I can talk a little low. I'm not preaching today. If anything, I'm going to be teaching, okay? I'm not going to go ahead and bust my voice out. Yes, indeed. I see my girls in the house checking your booth. She said, "What's up, chat and Unapologetic Real Talk? God said the first shall be last and the last shall be first." See, she's trying to get me to go ahead and preach, guys. She said the last shall be first. No matter how deep and how many meltdowns occur, delusion of digging ditches for others is sad. Absolutely. I see my girls in the house. She is an hour ahead of us. She says, "Good afternoon." Okay, guys, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Like I said in here, we are grown folks. We ain't got time to pacify no one. In here is real talk, unapologetic and non-biased. Now, I might be a little biased when it comes to the Scots, okay? I'm a little biased, like I said, when it comes to Tisha. Tisha's my girl, which we're going to go ahead and talk about all that. I see Davita James is in the house. She says, "Praise God for another day." Absolutely, absolutely. Guys, again, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Yes, indeed. As you can see right here by the topic, go ahead and hide your lighter fluid. Hide your lighter fluid and the torch because somebody is about to have a meltdown. Okay, as you can see right here, where you see when it comes to Call Us King, Call Us King, he knew exactly who to go ahead and get when it was that event, the NAACP, which I think it was by hosted by OWN. They went ahead and got the Scots. Like I said, the first shall be last. You absolutely right, checking your boo, and the last shall be first. Okay. And speaking of all that right there, before I came on, I mean, I had saw something on Instagram I never seen in my life. Let me show you what I saw. I saw a eagle. And we always talk about eagles, because eagles soar high. Eagle, one thing about it, they are the king in the air, okay? And when they come down to pick with the chickens, they don't back in the corners. And right there, the Most High God had given me a revelation when I saw this, because you are absolutely right. He gave me that same word. And checking your boot came and confirm it when it comes to the first shall be last and the last shall be first, because when it comes to eagles does not back down for no one. So let me go ahead and show you this, because I have a lot of tabs that is open, because trust me, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give my hour. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you this right quick, because I mean, when I saw this on Instagram, the eagle went ahead and was, getting his tail beat. But let me go ahead and do my copyright disclaimer before I get into all that good stuff, okay? Because like I said, we're gonna have a show today, okay? So hold on one second. uh my disclaimer is under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Let me talk a little low, okay? Because I don't want to bust my voice out. Copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. Criticism, guys, so don't get mad with a messenger. Comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. So what we are doing today, guys, we are researching, okay? Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Okay, so also, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic real talk. And if you feel led by the spirit, if you feel that you're getting something out of this right here, go ahead and cash app. Let me go ahead and put my cash app down below. Like I said, a closed mouth is not going to get fed, okay? And support this channel. Even if you got to go ahead and click unlike, make sure you go ahead and support this channel. Okay, my cash app is Real Talk 985. Okay, so let me go ahead and Davita says that ain't no way I'm paying around $1,000 to eat at Ruth Chris. She doesn't like to cook. Oh my God. I don't know what she's talking about, but hey, who gonna sit there and pay $1,000 to eat at Ruth Chris? She doesn't like to cook. My God. Now who gonna do that? And you think that a woman gonna be able to keep a man when Every time when he come home, he got his food in the pan. Come on, make it make sense, okay? Like I said there and say, honey, that Me Too movement got us all messed up. But let me go ahead and show you this right quick. Hold on. Hold on. Let me look at this. This is an eagle, guys, coming down to a chicken. Now, and I never saw this before. And then the thing about it, it is caught on tape. And right here, I got a whole sermon out of this. Look at this. Watch this. Watch. That chicken is telling that eagle, who you done mess with the wrong person that day. And we already know, we always heard the saying, how eagle does not come down picking with the chickens. We always say that eagle would never come down and pick with the chickens. But that time, that eagle was caught on tape. And when he came down to pick with the chickens, honey, he ended up back into the wall. And that's why I sat there and say, honey, God is bringing them to open shame. The things that you used to get away with, you ain't getting away with it no more just because you felt like you want to pick with the chickens. No, siree. Look at this, man. When I saw this, I had a sermon by itself. This chicken was protecting. That was Mother Hen, honey. That was Mother Hen. She was protecting her babies. That eagle thought he was going to come down and bully. But he was for a wide awakening. Like we said, say it again, checking your boo. The first shall be what? The first shall be last, and the last shall be first, honey. Ain't no way in the world you're going to come and try to bully God's people. And look, I know that eagle probably say, my God, why all of a sudden they caught me on tape, okay? But I just wanted to go ahead and share that with you right quick, shut some of these tabs. Also, guys, I want to go ahead and congratulate, let me go ahead and pull this up. I see where YouTube is doing a new thing, which I like that, where they're showing us, I think I had put it on. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see it. So congratulations, guys, to the ones that supporting my channel. And like I said, it doesn't go unnoticed, because like I said, it's enough for everybody. And God is going to show us who are the ones that I know that have my back, because, it's not easy. It's not easy coming on. It might look like to you guys that it is easy, but it's not easy at all. Okay. And let me go ahead and give a shout out, guys. Make sure you give a shout out to Country Girl, my girl, Country Girl. She's also one of my mods, where she's not only just engaging, she commenting, and also she's sharing the videos. So now YouTube is doing a new thing now where you can see who are the ones that's engaging. And also my girl, Miss Sparkers, Now I always see Miss Sparkers always tag me in, but she is not only tagging me in, she's sharing my videos. Okay. She had shared almost 35. You hear me? 35. And also she went ahead and comment. Now, I don't know Darty Ann, shout out to you. She's engaging, and I never seen her, but we got a lot of people, they don't want to come and comment, but they still support. So that's a good thing. And also when it comes to Miss Pee Wee 50, yes, indeed. She had those fingers going 100 comments, guys. 100 comments. Pee Wee went ahead and did, when it came to my channel. And also I see where when it comes to Country Girl is very engaged, where I see that YouTube went ahead and gave her also a heart as well. She got a heart and a star. She did 100 comments as well. So guys, shout out to them, for supporting my channel. Like I said, it's not easy at all. And I understand, that when it comes to this channel right here, it could be me as well, because I just don't like to stay in a box, and YouTube tries to keep you in a box, especially when it comes to entertainment. Long as we out here, this foolery and entertaining you guys, talking about these reality shows, they're gonna push that out. I noticed that when I talk about this reality show, they always push my videos out. But when I start talking about, things that I am passionate about, like real life issues, they're not going to go ahead and push that out. But like I said, nobody mad but the devil. Okay. Yes. Lady Sparkers is in the house. Yes, guys. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. And, just like I said, it does not go unnoticed, and I thank God for you guys, for support me, for, wants to see that my channel grow, guys. So thank you very, very much. Okay. So getting back to all that right there, and make sure you guys go ahead and check out Sparkus, check out her channel. Okay. So let's go ahead and get back on topic, because we got a lot we want to go ahead and talk about. And like I said, when it comes to Letitia Scott, yes, I am a little biased. Okay. I try not to be biased. I try to be non-biased, but if it's something that I see and I don't like, I'm gonna go ahead and call it out. It's just like with my children. You think that, I'm gonna allow my children to go ahead and hit a brick wall? No, I'm gonna tell my child, you will be a fool if you sit there and don't tell people, something that is not right. So I might be a little biased, but still of all, if it's wrong, it's wrong, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it out. Also, yes, thank you for supporting my channel. Membership. Miss Sapphire 9800 says good afternoon. Okay, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see how many people I see. I got 33 people that's in the house, and guys, come on and support this channel. Please support this channel, because like I said, it's not doing too good. I got almost 6,000 subscribers, but only very few viewers, people that's viewing this channel. But we already know, like I said, ain't nobody mad with the devil. Nobody mad but the devil. So as you can see right here, we're going to talk about I saw where Carlos King had went ahead and invited the Scots. Yes, the Scots, and they are looking good. What I call this right here, when I saw this, I saw black excellent. And I just wish, it didn't take Carlos King 8 seasons to see that, he had a diamonds in the rut, because, and like I said, and here's real talk. I'm not going to set that sugarcoat. So if you want to go ahead and start dropping down, just go ahead and drop down. Because, in here, it's no it's no babies in here. It's all grown folks. So I just wish that when it came to Carlos King, that he would have seen the diamonds that he had in the beginning, that he could have, allowed, everybody, the core 6, everybody get a part, not just bank on one person. And that's where I think they went wrong when it came to this show, where they only wanted to bank on one person, only wanted to elevate one person. And that's why I say it's kind of weird. It's weird to me, because the entire 8 seasons, Melody never took accountability of nothing that she have done. And what's really insane is that some of her millimeters, they don't see it as well. I was watching a content creator where she's trying to find out something that Melody did. She can't see it. She can't see it. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. But as you can see right here, when it comes to the Scots, I truly believe that, this is their season. I truly believe that the light is on them right now, and the light is on them because now people are waking up and people are seeing the truth. But I hope that when it comes to Tisha and Marceau, that they don't let these overzealous fans set their house on fire, where they would trade their family, their business for a bowl of beans, because that's all it is. Because I already told you, when it comes to these reality shows, nothing good comes out of these reality shows, especially when it comes to black families and black men. They are very hard on that. Okay. So I just pray, we're just going to keep them in prayer, that when they come back on, I truly believe that they going to be the breakout stars. I truly believe that now, when it comes to Call Us King, he see that he got people that really wants to see him prosper, really wants to see this show get back on the track. Sometimes we can't see it because we so busy, looking at the outer appearance of a person. Like I said, looks, can get you to the door. People can put on a good game. I can tell you anything that you want to hear, but once I let you in, then you're going to start seeing the real people. You're going to start seeing the real, people of who they are. Like I said, it's like a new broom or a new mop. You go and you purchase a new broom and a new mop, it's going to do the job. But sooner or later, as you keep using that, it's going to be thrown in the closet with the rest of the old brooms and the rest of the old mops. Like I said, when it comes to cheek and tongue will say anything. The mouth will say anything. So now I see where, Call Us King, he's starting to see. He's starting to see, especially when it comes to the ones that he went ahead and banked on. Because what person that that you're going to let in, and she's only an employee wants to go over your head and tell you how to do your job when you've been in this game for almost 20 years. We already talked about this. We did a documentary. We talked about the stuff that when it comes to Call Us King, how, he's not a spring chicken. Call Us King been in the game for almost 20 years, straight out of college. And it was not just reality shows. He have some good resumes. He was with ABC, BT. I mean, so many different networks this man worked with. So how you going to come from out of nowhere? How you going to come from out of nowhere and tell somebody how to do their job? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The math is not mathing. So let me go ahead. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff that I want to go ahead and open. So let me go ahead and read some more of the comments. I see Davida. Yes, Davida gave me some hand claps. Also, Miss Sapphire 9800. She says, Call Us King has always acknowledged Marceau. He stated whenever he need advice about business, he called Marceau. I believe he let the show get out of control, protecting Mel. Absolutely. I think that he liked every last one of them. But the thing about it is that, he was putting all his eggs in one basket. Now, he liked Marceau, but I don't like the way that he was trying to roll with the show, where he wanted Melody and Marceau, to carry the show. He wanted to have scenes with Melody and Marceau together, saying that, they make good chemistry. I didn't like that. I don't like that at all, because this is Love and Marriage in Huntsville. And we already know that when it comes to Melody, Melody has a very long track record. We already know that Melody, she been after this family marriage from day one, from the very beginning. She does not like Tisha. Tisha already has said that Melody has a very dark soul. So if you know that you are around a person that have a very dark soul, you don't want your husband around. It's not like, he might do anything, but we already know that we are in an age right now, this Me Too movement, you can have dinner, just a conversation, and soon or later, they'll sit there and they accuse you of something. Because like I said, this is the year that we live in. People will set you up. So the best thing is, don't let your goods be evil spoken of. And that's real talk, okay? Real talk. So let me go ahead and read some more of the comments. I see YJM7031. Yes, is in the house, says, you're so right. And that is dangerous. Yes, indeed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. YJM 7031. I am victorious. Top of the day, God's people. Yes, indeed. And also pray that we could get this back on track because I promise you, I'm tired of this right here unless I see a change. Unless I see black entrepreneurs in little old Huntsville coming together and building. I don't want to see no more Melody and Martell at each other anymore. I don't want to see that anymore unless not Martell. Yes, Martell gets to tell his story. Okay. It's time for Martell to tell his story. Tell my story or just go ahead and fire me. I am Victoria says 40 people in here. Let's get this like up. Absolutely. Come on, guys. Come on. Hit like, but hit like. Even if you don't like it, hit unlike. Whatever you do, guys, just long as you support this channel. Also, Darcel, and I might be pronouncing your name wrong, says none of them had the intelligence to write up and present the line of the story to call his king except Melody Cherie. This is her show. Nobody would know any of these people if it had been for Melody IMO. So let's go ahead and read this again. I got to go ahead and read this again. Let me go ahead and drink some water, okay? So guys, I see that I got 48 people in here and only 25 likes. Come on and hit that like button, guys. Comment and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And also the names that has supported my channel for this month. Let me know what you think, what gifts that I should go ahead and give them, okay? And if you guys got Cash App, make sure that you have Cash App, okay? Because like I said, we give honor where honor is due, okay? So let's go ahead and answer Darcel. And I might be pronouncing your name wrong. Darcel Aries says none of them had the intelligence to write up and present the line of the story to call us king. So let's go ahead and talk about that one line right there. None of them had the intelligence. Like I said, when it comes to Tisha does not have one. Tisha does not have two. But Tisha has 3 degrees. 3 degrees. 2 masters and 1 bachelor's degree. So we're not going to dumb it down, no one education, okay? We're not going to do that. When it comes to Kimmy, she's a RN. Okay, so we're talking about nobody had the intelligence. When it comes to Maurice is an attorney. But yet nobody have the intelligence. Like I said, we're going to make it make sense. We're going to be real in here. In here is real talk. Unapologetic, non-biased. And like I said, long as she keep it on topic, this is on topic. Like I said, I don't know these people from a can of paint. I don't have a dog in this fight. They don't pay me for this. I'm busting out my doggone throat, getting my channel strike. They don't pay me for this. So I'm going to tell you the truth, the God honest truth. And even if they pay me, I'm still going to stand on my truth. Because one thing about the truth does not need defending. When it comes to Marcel is a builder. He has his builder's license. He's go around and build homes, hotels, businesses. So you're going to say if they can do all that they don't have the intelligence to pitch a show, a reality show? Make it make sense. And then Darcel says, Melody. Except Melody. What Melody? Melody nothing but a school teacher. Now, I'm not dumbing down school teachers. And the way that she presented herself on this reality show, and like I say, to me, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. This is my opinion. So don't get mad with the messenger. If you can't stand the heat, then get out the door. Or stick up your little finger up and just exit. But in here is real talk. Right here, she said, except Melody Cherie. This is her show. This is Melody's show. Now, the last time when I checked the credits, I did not see Melody own Love and Marriage in Huntsville or that network. Melody is not cutting those checks. Now, if Melody was cutting those checks, then I would say that this is Melody's show. Melody is not cutting these checks. Melody is a employee just like the rest of them. The only difference is not Melody, but Martell, according to what Martell told Tasha K. Should I play the clips? What did Martell said? Martell said that he went to his friends and presented not Love and Marriage in Huntsville, but it was like a little home builder show. And that's how they opened up the door and got connected with Call Us King. How many times I have to beat this dead horse? How many times do I have to wring this old dirty dish rag? This is not Love and Marriage in Huntsville does not belongs to Melody, nor does it belongs to Martell. It belongs to Call Us King. That is his baby. When Martell and Melody went and presented what they had, it was dealing with building homes or something like that, okay? Holtz and Holtz Board, which I talked about that. Call Us King came up with Love and Marriage in Huntsville because he felt like if it was not just Melody and Martell, but bring others. Martell told Tasha K that he went and got his friends on. Maurice, Marcel, Kimmy, and Tisha is Martell's friend since high school. Martell is from Huntsville. See, sometimes, we got to talk like a child. We got to break it down in a childlike manner. Martell went and got his friends and brought them on the show. That is not Melody's friends. Melody was grafted into that friendship, into that circle, because she was married to Martell. I'm breaking it down where even a child can understand. So miss me with the BS, and thank you for commenting. This is not Melody's show. That is false. That is not real. And she also said nobody would know any of these people if it hadn't been for Melody IMO. We wouldn't have never even known of a Melody Holt either. We wouldn't have never even heard of a Melody. I never heard of a Melody before until they pitched this show. And outside of this reality show, nobody else had ever heard of her. Nobody really checking for her. And now that she got these unhinged people that she cannot let go, I don't even think, and this is my opinion, that anybody would even deal with her anymore because it's too much drama that follows her. So many people don't even want to comment on this. Need I show you my channel? My channel is struck. That strike does not go away until December the 15th, because Melody, and I'm going to say allegedly, but they say my picture was on Melody's page talking about that I was Anthony's lofty son, and other content creators went and took it and put it on their page doxing me. But like I said, you don't have to dox me. If you want to know anything about me, all you have to do is ask. Who can tell it better? So that right there, I'm sorry to go ahead and bust your bubble. That is not true. That is not true at all. Melody, just an employee. And like I said, at the rate that she's going, it looked like she's skating on thin ice. Skating on thin ice. And if they go ahead and they let Ariane on, that's going to be her too big change. What did Melody say? When they go low, she take it to hell. Where knock, knock, knock. Ariane might come through that door, which she should. Because I truly believe, you cannot continue talking about someone and not allowing them to tell their own story. And that's real talk. So that's it with that, because that does not make no sense. You can go ahead and rule that out. And that's real talk. Shandella says, good afternoon, beautiful lady D mods in chat. Hey, Shandella. Also, she say, Decil, you tried it. Yeah, she tried it, but not in here, honey. Not in here. We will chew you up and spit you out. In here, we are grown. We ain't got time to pacify nobody. We ain't got time to stroke or nurse anybody. Like I said, hey, if you can't stand the heat, you get out the kitchen, and that's real talk. I would love to see Martell and Ariane interaction. Absolutely. They have no other choice. Because if they are married, or people sitting there banking off of them, Melody, she had a good ride off of that name. Like I said, you might as well go ahead and put a face to it, Ariane Curry. Melody rode that horse until she couldn't ride it no more. Melody knew from the beginning that her storyline was fake. She knew good and well that her and Martell was not together. She knew the reason why they came on just to pitch that reality show so they can tell their story, how they had a toxic relationship. Now, how another child came in, I don't know. But I truly believe that somebody knows. But see, they don't want Ariane to tell it. They don't want Ariane to open up the bags. Because I promise you, it's not going to be what you want to hear. Because we bit off a lie. And we already know when a lie will run faster than the truth. But sooner or later, the truth going to slowly but surely find its way back home. You can't keep covering up the lie. You can't. Because the lie does not, not the lie, the truth. You can't keep covering the truth. Because the truth need no defending. Let me make sure I get that right, okay? My girl said that and said, hey, Mildred. Mildred say, hey, chat, Lady D and Real Talk. How are you doing, Mildred? Also, Chandel says, for Dear Sully, pick the right channel. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said there and say, it's real talk. Real talk. We ain't going to sit there and pacify nobody in here. We grown folks. Last time I checked, it was 18 and older. Okay? 18 and older. Also, Miss Sapphire says, Darcel, the problem with your statement is Mel did not write a present Love and Marriage in Huntsville. The show she presented was turned down. Absolutely. See, people know the truth. But see, they so busy riding on that trauma bonding train where they don't want to sit there and fact check. They don't want to fact check. The show she presented, let me talk a little slower and don't talk so loud because I don't want to bust my throat. The show she presented was turned down by every network and production company, including Carlos King. You see? And if I was Martell, I hope, I would, when it comes to him going in and out of court, and if he bring Ariane on, I hope he play his cards right. But I truly believe that Martell gonna play his cards right, because when it comes to business, I mean, this dude, he got it down pat. He got it down pat. I don't care what these old unhinged, overzealous fans are saying. When it comes to business, Martell got it down pat. And I believe that he got a lot of connections to open up doors. When God closed one door, he has another door open. But I would never pitch this show that he got, because the ball is in his hands. Ariane, she's going to bring those ratings up. Ariane, when she come on, she's going to hit it out of the park. But if I was Martell, what I would do is I would get a spinoff. I wouldn't bring Ariane on that show. Maybe, at the end, show Ariane, but I would have them to give me a spinoff. Because we already know when it comes to baseball bully, she feel that, she's more articulate. She feel like she's more educated, and what she's going to do is try to overtalk him. But I know she's not going to overtalk Ariane, because Ariane is very feisty. Ariane is going to be her 2-bit change, but I wouldn't even get that low, because we already know soon in a minute she tried to buck against Melody. we already know it's not going to be a good look. It's not going to be a good scene because they don't want Ariane on that show. So that's why if I was Ariane, I wouldn't even come on that show, maybe at the end, and have all these overzealous fans wondering what's going to be next. But all the while pitching a show, my spinoff. Come on, Carlos King. Put me on the books, Carlos King. Put me on the books, Carlos King. I've been writing this story from day one. Everything that I said, I've been accurate. People talking about it right now. I saw straight through it. I saw straight through all this. Come on, guys. Give me a pat on my back, okay? But that's all right. That's all right. As long as I'm standing on my truth. Marilyn Smith says, there is no need to keep explaining that Carlos created the show. He said in front of them. Absolutely. But see, that's the narrative. That's what they want you to believe. They know the truth. But that's how they're going to continue trying to elevate because they feel that everybody is on the slow bus with them. But like I said, people know the truth now. And I'm so glad when it comes to Carlos King is waking up. And I truly believe before I came on, I was asking the Most High God, give me a revelation when it comes to this. You might say, she asking God about a reality show. Yes, I'm asking God about a reality show. Because like I said, this is where my people at. I go where my people at. I meet my people where they are. You see? Because I know my people would rather sit on a soapbox than go outside and touch grass. So you got to meet them where they are. But I truly believe that now Carlos King, he's waking up. He's not drinking that sour Kool-Aid anymore. That fake Kool-Aid, that cheap certified Kool-Aid, that cheap brand. That's all it was, a cheap trick appearing to be real. And I truly believe that now that Carlos is waking up and he's seeing that Melody does not want to sit there and detach herself from these overzealous fans. She already said she wasn't. So let her go ahead and toss her life, her career to those unhinged fans, just like she tossed her marriage. Because she tossed her marriage to these people. And that's my opinion. I truly believe that Melody sold her entire family for a bowl of beans for these overzealous fans, because if it wasn't for these reality shows, I do not think that Melody would have sat there and did the things that she's doing today. Like I say, when it comes to fame and fortune, it's addiction. And I hope when it comes to Marcel and Tisha, now that the light's going to be on you, because I already saw it in the spirit. Come back and tell me, guys. The lights is going to be on them. But when God puts you on that mantle, when God puts you on that display, and I told you guys, I'm not coming here to preach. Don't let this fame, this addiction, have you to toss your family for a bowl of beans, just like Melody did. Melody tossed her entire life, put her whole entire life out there for a bowl of beans, and she got door number 3. Wonk, wonk, wonk. She got door number 3 because she thought that the grass was green on the other side. Melody thought that the grass was greener on the other side, not knowing what she had. Like I said, what trash to you can be treasure to somebody else. She threw her entire family in for a bowl of beans. And I blame Martell too. Martell don't get a pass with me either. Because Martell should have never, ever put his toxic relationship on this reality show. He thought he was acting. He just found out the lights just came on Martell last year. This is not acting. It took Melody to have this man arrested in order for him to see the light. It took Melody to have him arrested. Then he realized this is not acting. He thought they was acting. We just on here, grabbing the bags, making our money, but not knowing that these people were setting them up. Melody according to what I observe from social media and on this reality show. These people are public figures. So, like I said, don't get mad with the messenger. If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. But Melody, she went ahead and she tossed her family for a bowl of beans and thought that Tisha and Marcia was going to do the same thing. The very first beginning of the show. Your husband cheating. Tisha say, tell me who, with who? And then finally she came out. Who told you? Melody say, I got it from YouTube. So you think that Tisha's supposed to leave her husband because you left your husband over YouTubers? Make it make sense. And she's supposed to be educated. Make it make sense. Like I say, when it comes to fame, fame is addiction. That's a beast. That is a beast. And I hope that Marcel do not lead his family, toss his family in for something that is not on, that's not going to last. It's just a temporary fix. It's not going to last. It's not going to last. So let me go ahead and read some more of the comments. I am Victoria says that respectful was not going to go with intelligence. This entire cast are brilliant. Absolutely. Talking to Darcel. This entire cast are brilliant and smart in their respective field. It's true. Be told the entire cast has involved. Absolutely. Everybody has a part. Everybody has a part. But they can't see it because they were elevating one person. And you know, I've been telling you guys for a long, long time. You have to be careful who holding your ladder. Because the same ones that's watching you go up is the same ones that's going to shake your butt right off. And that's real talk. Come on, guys, hit the like button. Mildred says 34 likes, 52 chats. Come on, guys. How many I got? Okay, y'all guys doing good. I see I got 52. Come on, guys, hit the like button because I promise you, it's not easy. Especially, you know, and I see Tasha K is going for having her parotid surgery as well. And I pray that her surgery goes well because, my God, you know, I don't have really problems, but when I talk a lot, that's when I have a lot of problems. So bear with me, guys. Also, Marilyn says, Carlos has said many times and in front of Mel that he refused to show Mel and Martell presented. Absolutely. Chandel says, it's not a Mel show, nor will it ever be. Absolutely. And like I said, Mel have burnt her bridges, you know, according to all the stuff that is out there. A lot of stuff. One awesome grandma says, well, it could be their true interest wasn't in reality TV, but they decided to support Mel with contradiction. This was Mel's vision, not the cast vision. It could have been, but still of all, Mel could not have ran that without her. It's just like in the book of Habakkuk. One write the story and one run with the story, and Martell ran with it. She may have wrote this vision, or some grandma. She may have wrote it just like the book of Habakkuk. You know, Habakkuk wrote the vision, you know, but Martell went ahead, he ran with it. You know, Martell wanted to make her happy. Martell took us to Star Search, you know, took her everywhere. Martell wanted to make her happy. Even Melody said that. Melody said that, you know, Martell treated her good in so many words. She said Martell treated her like a queen. What man that you know is going to have his wife and the mother stay in the home and not contributing to anything, the mother as well? And I'm going to say allegedly because I'm looking from the outside in. I can go only by what these people put out. But Martell said when he go outside and tear down buildings and building them back up, come home, you know, they looking at him. Where's the food? What man gonna do that? Not a Southern man is not gonna do that. Like I said, these Me Too movement got us messed up. And I'm not gonna just focus on this freaking reality show, guys. So like I said, if you want to go ahead and unsubscribe to me, go ahead. Because I already done told you how everything was gonna play out. I told you that. Now all you hearing now is everybody only talking my talking points. That's why I don't need to really go and watch other people's channels, because I already said that. I don't want to keep sitting there tooting my horn saying I told you so. I saw this. Okay? But even if Melody went ahead and wrote the vision, Martell ran with it. Okay? And that's real talk. Chandela says that you were his mother and he was your son, is what they said. Yeah, talking about Anthony. Yeah, me and Anthony. Yeah, say Melody went ahead and put that out, and Mildred says, no, Lady D, you're his mother's fault. No, I'm not his mother. No. Also, Sabrina. Hey, Sabrina. Sabrina says, my girl Sabrina. Yes, she's a member. Thank you very much, guys. And like I said, I got YouTube is picking out people that is supporting my channel, and I went ahead and list the ones that's really supporting my channel. So make sure you guys have a Cash App, okay? Make sure you go ahead and Cash App. I might can get 1 and 2 out, okay? Also, Sabrina says, good afternoon, Lady D, mods in chat. I'm late, but I arrive. I replay video later when I come back home. Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you very, very much. Also, Marilyn says they don't want to know the truth because Mel has never said in Carlos King's face that it is her show, but Carlos has said in Mel's face that he created the show, and she never denied it in Carlos King's face. Absolutely. But still of all, like I said, Melody's still fanning the fire. Melody know that it's not her show. And most of the ones that's putting all this out is the ones that, and I'm going to say allegedly, that she have close contact with. She jumped on they platform. So she can go ahead and or she can write on her page and say, this is not my show. I thank God for Carlos King for opening the doors for us. He made a dream come true. But see, we got some ungrateful people. I was the one who said, thank you, Lord. Yes. Sometimes we just got to be the one to say thank you. Even if it does not go the way that we want it to go, but still they open that door for you. Still open that door. Yes, indeed. Don't have me to start preaching, guys. Hey, Gail. Gail says, hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. That's all right, Gail. You can catch the replay. I'm just thanking that you're in. And guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like. Support this channel. Come on and support this channel. Because like I said, my job is really done with this right here. I did what I need to do. God had me to expose these wolves in sheep clothes, to rip the sheets off of them. And he did. He did. He absolutely did. And God gave me a warning to tell them. Gave them warning before destruction. They were going to fall. Satan, your kingdom was going to come down. You can't continue going out there and causing havoc, because whatever you have done to the least, and I'm paraphrasing, whatever you have done the least to God's children, and then they want to come in God's name. You have done it unto me. You can't keep going around sitting there harassing and bullying and threatening just because you're trying to elevate one person. It's not going to work like that, because the ditch that you are trying to dig for somebody else, the one that you're trying to lift up, is going to end up falling as well. Ain't nobody hating on no Melody, because I don't know Melody. I just only can call out what I see, and that's real talk. Okay? I Am Victoria says, look how God is elevating the Scots 1 and 2. Stormy still. And you guys know, way before Stormy decided to quit. And I know Miss Betty used to watch my channel because she used to comment now and then. I send a message to Stormy through the spirit. eh, Through the spirit. And I say, Stormy, God had opened this door for you just for a season. Get what all you can get because this was harvest time for you. And then you leave. Don't go back and let these cankerworms, these palmer worms, these locusts, and these caterpillars try to go ahead and clean you dry, or let your goods be evil spoken of, because you know they were jealous. You know they was jealous because favor is not fair. They thought the only ones that should be blessed, and that's Melody. That's who they thought. That's why they tried their best. They tried their best to sit there and sabotage Stormy's business. And you guys sitting there going around and saying that Melody should not take accountability. What did Melody do? Well, we're going to start talking about what Melody did. For once, Melody knew that Stormy was going to come live. And I'm going to say, this is my opinion. Like I said, don't get mad with the messenger. You know, I don't have a dog in this fight. But let's go ahead and talk about why Melody should come out and apologize and take accountability of what she have done. Just like Marcel said, Melody never take accountability, because to me, Melody is a narcissist, and she's a serial narcissist. Okay? Not all scorpions like that. Melody is just like what Tisha said. Melody, like I said, she got a dark soul. Maybe because she's the own child. Maybe this is what you call childhood syndrome. Something, you know, being the own child, having your way. My baby boy is like that. You know, we gave him everything. Going to private schools, thought they was going to do good, you know, in the military, you know. But they still think that the world centered around them. You know, don't want to listen. Don't want to take orders. You know, ain't nothing new under the sun. We all can take a piece of everything that these people go through. You know? But like I said, let's go ahead and read this again. Look how God is elevating the Scots 1 and 2, Stormy Steele and the Whitlows. Every toil and snare Melody's delusion base has thrown out has backfired. What the devil meant for evil, God has turned it. Absolutely. Didn't I tell you that? Hold on, guys. My throat getting dry because I had parathyroid surgery. So if I start mouth getting dry and fumbling and bumbling. So I think when it comes to Tasha K, God might want her to go ahead and have that parathyroid surgery, you know, because Tasha K, honey, that girl, she can do up some talking. But let's go ahead and talk about this right here. When it comes to Melody, I talked about it all the time. I say you can build a house, you can furnish the house, but that does not mean that you can rest in that house. You can live in that house. Okay? Sometimes when you allow your gifts to be evil spoken of, somebody else will come around and they'll rest in your house. Everything that Melody touched, everything, it blew out of her hands. Somebody else reaping. And I say the last thing, and I'm just saying what I see, guys. If you don't want to hear the truth, leave. Okay? These people put their life out there on display for the entire world to pick it apart. And when it comes to me, I'm not going to sit there and paint a beautiful canvas and with butterflies and flowers. I'm going to call it like it is. Because Melody put her life on display for the entire world to pick it apart. And you never let your gifts be evil spoken of. And that's exactly what she did. She cast her pearls to swans. She sold her soul for a bowl of beans. That's my opinion. And like I say, to me, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you are free game. But if my marriage was toxic, no way in the world I would have went ahead and pitched this show. Everything that Melody had touched, somebody else ended up having it, including, I know it hurt, just say ouch. But like I said, I don't have no attachment to these people, including her children. Somebody else helped raising her kids. The same woman that she tossed her husband out. Melody tossed her husband out. Melody has a good man. I ain't gonna toss my husband out there. I might not want him. It might be a piece of poop on in the front lawn. You just better pass it up, because it wasn't easy for me to get. And I'll be darned if it's going to be easy for you to get. You think I'm going to let a Negro just slide in if I know nothing is taken out my house? Melody didn't miss nothing. Melody didn't want it for nothing. This man treated her like a queen. Like I said, that wasn't a side chick. Even Martell talked about that wasn't a side chick. That was his other woman. After 2 years, half of the marriage, you didn't know what was going on. You knew what was going on. It was all good and gravy until you pitched this show and you started talking to your fans, telling you to toss your husband out. Now, like I said, these people are fair weather people. These people thirst off a drama. Long as you're stroking and entertaining their ego, they're going to go wherever the wind is blowing. They will go wherever the wind is blowing. And now somebody else that is her worst nightmare, because she called it. She said, when they go low, I take it to hell. That's why I say it's life. It's life and death that's in the power of the tongue. You got to be careful what comes out of your mouth, because that same tongue can set an entire forest on fire. That same tongue can lit a entire forest, can sink a ship. That same tongue can sink a ship. Loose lip, loose ship. She spoke it into the atmosphere. She said, when I go low, I want to take it to hell. Well, I hate to tell you, Miss Melody, your hell is about to sit there and come through like a tsunami. Absolutely, Ariane Curry. You can't stop this. You can't stop that bulldozer. You tried. You tried. Because I don't think, and this is my opinion, this is my commentary, I don't think that Melody wanted to see Martell in jail. My spirit would tell me if Melody wanted to see Martell in jail. No, because she no longer she beating that daggone horse, she could cash all the way to the bank. Martell was a cash cow. That's why she could make all these trauma bonding songs and talk about her husband. She wasn't going to leave her husband. That's a cash cow. She wasn't going to arrest him. The only reason why she went ahead and did that, because she allowed other people in her ears. And she wants to talk about she's strong. And she felt like, okay, if I can go ahead and get him for DV, then we can go ahead and get him canceled off that show, because Ariane gonna come on, because he already said. What did Martell say? He said, tell my story or fire me. So his story is a part of Ariane and his child. So Melody was willing to sit there, and she banked off, okay, we're going to figure out, and this is my opinion. This is my commentary. All this right here is for entertainment purposes only. This is my story. Okay? But Melody thought that if I can attach DV to him, because we already know anytime when you attach DV to somebody, nobody will want to work with you. So, okay, we got Ariane out, because it's all about Ariane. It's not about Martell. It's not about Martell. She can work with Martell because she can overpower him. She can get him on, and she can emasculate him. She can overtalk him. When she feel like she wants to sit there and put batteries in his back, she can do that. Did she do it? Look at how she did with Miss Wanda at Destiny's event. All the while, Martell was low down, dirty, or whatever she wanted to call him. But when she needed Martell to be on her side to go against Destiny and Miss Wanda, she put a battery to his back, had him acting up too. You know, when Martell was the one that sat there on Dr. Heavenly's channel and question the fraternity of one of his children. And just because Miss Wanda went ahead and brought it to the show, which everybody brings stuff on the show. So what makes Miss Wanda different from the rest of the people? She only was repeating. It was already out there. But no, we got to get rid of Miss Wanda because they wanted Tisha. She wanted Tisha marriage because she figured that she's the only one that's supposed to, look good. Oh no. It got a marriage that's intact. I need to go ahead and try to sabotage this. And I just hope that this season Martell does not fall for it, where just because, his marriage went down, and I know that he knows exactly where the body's at when it comes to Marcel, because I truly believe, I don't think Marcel, I believe, because like I say, men cheat. But you don't have to sit there and give people a show, because hurt people hurt people. We already know how these people, they turn things around. So I just hope that when Martell do bring Ariane on, that they don't go after the Scots, which that's how I see it. But we're going to rebuke it right now. We're going to call that fort right now. We're calling it down back to the pit of hell. We're calling that down right now. We cancel that right now because that's how I see it. They're going to try to bring Ariane on because they're not going to go after Melody because they tries to protect Melody. So what they going to try to do? Their last straw is to go ahead and let's get Ariane. If she want to come on, then you're going to have to go after the Scots. Come back and tell me that, guys. Come back and tell me that. Come back and tell me. But it's not going to work because we cancel it right now. We cancel it right now because when it comes to Ariane, Ariane has a story. Tell your story. They didn't give Kiki a chance to tell her story because Kiki had a story. But Melody wanted to make it all about her because she needed someone to tear down again. The Scots, Tisha. She hated Tisha. She is jealous of Tisha because Tisha, her crown is now tilted. Her crown she wears well, very well. Very well. And they can't stand that, especially a melanated goddess. Very beautiful. Just look. Very beautiful. They can't stand melanated goddess. That's why we have to learn and start educating ourselves who we are. We are God and goddesses. They can't stand the melanated goddess. They can't stand family intact. This girl got her family intact. Her children doing good. But you guys want to call her weak just because she refused to go out there and cast her pearls to swans? Just because Melody did and you want to call her weak? You want to call her slow? Devil, you is a liar. And the truth is not in you. And that's why Tisha never let it get to her because she knew who she was. She knew who she is. She knew that she's the head and not the tail. She knew that she was above and not beneath. She knew who she was. When you know you was, no devil in hell can prevail against it. Tisha knew who she was. So she didn't have to get down dirty. They want to see Tisha down dirty. They want to see her down dirty. Because Melody got down dirty. Picking with the chickens. Casting her pearls to swans. Like a dog going back into his own vomit. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I got to tell it like it is because like I said, ain't nobody asked you guys to come in. When you come in, honey, trust me, you have to come in with the whole armor of God. Because I'm going to call it like it is because this is where my people at. And that's real talk. So like I say, when it comes to Call Us King, he woke up. And I truly believe when it came to Funky Dineva had a talk with him too, a pep talk with him too. Don't cast your pearls to Melody. Don't cast your pearls in with Melody because her fans are very bullying. She got some bullying fans and she don't want to detach herself from these fans. And she just a part of it. Because anytime when you bank off it, you making a brand off it, wearing the t-shirts, making t-shirts, selling them millimeters. And I'm not saying all millimeters, because not all millimeters are bad. But I'm talking about the ones that's openly, the ones that's setting up these channels. Most of them, they are. And most of them set up the channels just to bully and harass and stalk and dox. And you don't want to take no accountability. And that's why when it came to Stormy said, hell no, this is not worth it. Stormy left. Because she gave Melody a chance to take accountability of something. Melody, the day that Stormy was about to go live, she thought that, and that's my opinion, she can go ahead and put out some false information about a phone, talking about Stormy was sitting there calling a phone, talking about her, whatever it was, found out it was somebody else. Why did she take it to social media, talking about it was her child's phone she picked up, knowing it was a lie? Instead of taking it to social media, putting fuel on the fire, she should have took it to the police or took it to Martell. But no, she wanted another moment. Anything to sit there and assassinate Stormy's character. But Stormy is blessed and highly favored. Stormy has the entire army around her. She's covered with the hedge of protection around her. You the one out there loosey goosey. You the one out there where the cankerworms, the palmer worms, and the caterpillars are sucking the life out of you. And it's real talk. She has no hedge of protection around her because she thought that the grass was greener on the other side. And all this right here is based off of a reality show for entertainment purpose only. This is my opinion. And all of it is alleged because we know that, the devil don't like truth. His ears bleed. They want you to tickle their ears. But that's two right there. She could have went ahead and she could have apologized to Stormy. She know that this woman was a diehard millimeter, went to Stormy's business. This woman didn't come to buy any products because that was a warehouse. This woman is not stupid. This woman was making content for her subscribers and for other content creators. And they figure, let's go ahead and get this old lady out there and she can go in front of the court and holler, I'm an old woman. I don't know what I was doing. Make it make sense. See, y'all don't like this. Y'all don't like this. Y'all want somebody to tickle your ears. Y'all want some watered down. Y'all want something watered down. So she could have went ahead and she could have stopped that. But what did she do? They even asked her, and I'm going to say allegedly, to dismantle, disassociate yourself. And what did she do? What did Melody do? She came out and she said, these people are grown. And she came out and she started dancing. She started dancing. And you trying to tell your audience, your blind sheep, and I'm talking about these content creators, that what Melody should take accountability for? I'm calling it out right now. I'm calling it out right now. The stuff she did, Stormy. Let's go to Martell. How on the show, this was not on social media. This was on the show. Let me go ahead and show this right here because I got a lot of tabs. And guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content because I see that I am over my hour. And guys, I usually don't go over my hour. But let me show you this right here. Let's show right there. Hold on, let me make sure that I put my copyright disclaimer on. Make sure I put that on, okay? Because you got them demons, they mad. Them demons are mad, honey. Let's play this a little bit. Let's play just a tad bit, just a little bit. I just want y'all to see. I want y'all to see this.
No, because I wish one day people will see the person that you really are. You throw all the damn stones and hide your hands and be the victim. Because when we start going through stuff, I told you what you weren't doing in the marriage. Okay. And then you didn't fulfill that. And then, I stepped out because you weren't taking care of me. Okay. And then somebody started taking care of me. And now I'm like, I like this, what I went to. And then you still disrespecting me. You're still not being the person that I want you to be. This other person I'm talking to, she satisfying me.
I'm tired of hearing you saying that. Know that. I'm tired of hearing.
So let's go ahead and talk about that. See, because y'all don't want to talk about stuff like that. Like I said, and we're going to go ahead and quote one of Kenya Moore's. What Kenya Moore sat there and say, I can't help that my mouth is deadly. I can talk to you all day. Long I don't put your hands. She had no right. Melody had no right to throw a glass at this man's head. I don't care what he said. You guys chose to put your toxic relationship on a reality show. And if you felt like you could not handle it, then you should have had therapy. You should have never even pitched this show if you know you wasn't strong. And what did she tell Marcel? What did Melody tell Marcel? I'm strong. I wish Tisha was strong like me. But yet you threw a glass. And the thing about it is that she got away with it because that was the very first seasons. That was the very first season. I just want to show you guys that Melody does not take accountability of nothing that she do. Y'all never called Melody out for nothing. And they have the audacity to come out and be blind and tell their followers, other blind sheep, which we already know the blind lead the blind. They all going to end up in a ditch anyway. You're about to end up in a ditch. I told you guys many times to go ahead and pump your brakes. But you guys came out and said, why should Melody take accountability? Melody has no rights to put her hands on nobody. Now we at 3 things she did. That's assault right there. That's DV right there. Now let's talk about the big M. You know what the big M? That's not arsoning. That's the big M. That is the big M because she could have unalived that man in that house. Come on now, like I say, tell the truth and shame the devil. Let's talk about this right here. Need I say more? Need I say more? That was not, we was calling the arson. That's not arsoning. That is not arsoning. That's above arsoning. Because the minute when she had that torch in her hands and that lighter fluid in her hands, that could have been a serious crime. That is what you call the big M. Martell spared Melody. Why? I don't know. The only reason why I could say that, the reason why he did it, because of his children. Because men is not petty. Men is not petty like women. And see, like I said, y'all don't want to hear the truth. That's why y'all can go around and do all the stuff that y'all doing. I barely get followers. But somebody hear it. Because God say, tell it to them anyhow. Because they some stiff-necked people. Tell it to them anyhow because they some stiff-necked people. But y'all want to say that why Melody shouldn't be accountable for anything? This girl committed a freaking crime. And I don't know the statute of limitation when it comes to Alabama, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't over 5 years ago. And even with 5 years, I think when it comes to arsoning, committing a crime, a serious crime, that's first degree. I think that the DA could still pick that up. That's why I say you got to be careful how you treat people, because what goes around come around. You may have forgotten, but God has not forgotten. It's out there in the open now. And the thing about it, you guys want to go around and sit there and say everybody been in jail except Melody. Melody should never have been in jail. Melody should have been in prison. Not jail, prison. Melody should be in prison, because right there, that was a first degree felony right there. And that's not alleged. That's on camera. Melody, one mistake. One mistake. We have heard so many horrible stories. So many horrible stories. How people picked up a pow pow and it went off. Children. Like I said, accidents happens really fast. Accident happens really fast. See, y'all don't want to hear this. I see they dropping down right now. Let me see how many people I got on here, because see, people don't want to hear the truth. People have been so fixated by biting off a lie where they don't know how to stifle. They don't know how to cipher the truth from a lie, where they would rather hear a lie, because a lie feels good. A lie is like a temporary fix. It's like a painkiller. Nobody wants to go through the surgery, because the truth is like surgery. It's not going to give you a painkiller. It's not going to give you something that's going to be temporary. But when the surgery comes, the truth is going to open you up. And nobody wants to go through that process. Nobody don't want to be exposed, but the truth going to be setting you free. Yes, it's going to hurt. Just say, ouch. But it's going to set you free. So when you go around and say Melody should not take accountability, Melody had her opportunity when she had confronted Stormy to make it right with Stormy. Now, Stormy don't ran with her power. People take your energy, your power. When you want to sit there and fight evil with evil, and you wonder why everybody is being blessed except you. You guys thought that when it came to Ariane and Martell, that they were supposed to be down and out, miserable. But when Ariane had dropped those pictures, how happy they were. You guys had to figure out how to sit there and do something to take that smile off their face. You guys thought that they were supposed to be miserable and lonely and oppressed like you guys are. But when you start fighting with evil, these people getting on with their life. You are the one oppressed. You are the ones sitting in the bed with the covers over your head, or out there all night plotting, trying to set traps and snares on people. But these people have gone on with their life. But you have given them your energy. And you wondering why every time when you touch something, it looked like the wind come and blow it away. Guys, this is real talk. I only can tell you what I've been through. I only can tell you what I know. And my truth may not be your truth. But anytime when you seen, every time when I take one step, and I'm not going to preach with you guys because I've been on here an hour and 22 minutes. And doctor's orders only an hour. And I'm here to tell you, you can't fight evil with evil. Every time when you feel like you taking 2 steps and you thrown back 4 steps, it's because it's not them. You think that, oh, the apology, the forgiveness is not for them. It's for you. Sometimes people are assigned to your life to make your life a living hell. But it's how you going to react. How you going to react with that? But when you holding all the grudges, all the unforgiveness, you releasing your power to them, your energy to them. I'm trying to tell you how to come out of this. I'm trying to tell you how to come out of this. Shake off these grave clothes and come out of her. Learn to let go and let God. Like I said, Melody, from what I have seen, and this is my opinion, and all this right here is alleged, Melody has so many opportunities on that show to save face and take some type of accountability. And I'm not even going to go into with Kiki because we already know how she let Kiki in. She let Kiki through the back door. It was a reason why Keisha and Marcel, who knew them, Keisha looked just like her, blood sisters. They look so much alike. But there's a reason why they didn't want her in the show. They could have brought her through the front door, not the back door. Only a thief comes through the back door to kill, steal, and destroy. You set her up. And nobody wants to talk about this. This girl had a story. This girl was a professor at a college. A professor, not a school teacher, a professor. She had a story, how she was so high and how she fell so far down. But God could have raised her up right on that show if you would have gave her opportunity. But what they did, they only wanted to see how they could suck the life out of her and threw her away like disposable goods, not knowing what she was going through in her personal life. Like I said there and say, you have to take accountability because your hands is not clean. And this right here is all caught on tape. And sometimes, like I say, God will put your life on display for the entire world to sit there and pick it apart or see what not to do or expose you. This is your nakedness. This is your nakedness. God has stripped you. This is your nakedness. And I can't stay here, guys, because my mouth is dry. I've been on here an hour and 25 minutes. But God has stripped you. But he can pour back everything that was taken out of you. He can take your ashes for beauty. And you know the scriptures. You know the scriptures because you use it all the time. You just don't practice what you preach. But he can take your ashes for beauty. He can take your garment for praises. But he wants to mold you back. But you can't continue doing it yourself. When you say, let go, let God. God say go, but you stay stuck. I want to see all of them prosper. But you also have to take accountability because you reap what you sow. And like I say, this right here is harvest time. So let's go ahead and play some more, guys. And sorry, I can't read all your y'all comments, guys. Sorry about that. I done did my hour. Okay. I see my girl Butterflies in. Hey, Butterfly. She said yes, reaping for sure. Absolutely. Hold on one second, guys. Let's go ahead and play this right here so I can rest my throat some.
More than I do
Mariah
anything
has
else.
told me, Daddy, Mommy told me you have a girlfriend. Daddy, Mommy told me that you were out with this girl. I'm like why is Mommy telling you this?
Do your kids know about the other woman and your other son?
Melody told them both things.
So let's go ahead and stop it right there. That's another accountability. You don't put your freaking children in grown folks' mess. The children should have never been in the middle of this. And you guys wondering why Melody's and Martell's kids are not on that show. It's not because of Martell. Martell was protecting his children. Even the judge said it looked like, and I might be not saying it verbatim, but the judge said when it comes to parenting, it looked like Martell had the best interest when it came to these children. Why would Melody tell her children that their dad has another child out there? It should have been Martell and Melody set the children together and told them together. But Melody, why would she do that? She's a school teacher. That's why I said there and say, you wondering why these kids are coming out of school to the prison pipeline, because look who we got teaching the kids. Why would Melody even do that? And she's a school teacher. Why? 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 Like I said there and said, we all might need some therapy after this. I just hope this season that they have a therapist on deck, because I don't want to see another person sitting there so depressed where they don't want to live anymore. Because you're playing with people's freaking lives. Like I say, when it comes to the love of money is the root of all things. What's the purpose of gaining the entire world and losing your daggone mind? You can never build a solid foundation off of material possession. That's like building a house on sinking sand. Why? Why did Melody felt the need to get her children out the bed or wherever they were and put them in the car to go and spy on their father, knowing that he was with Ariane, knowing that he had another child? Why would she do it to her babies? Why? Come on, millimeters, tell me why. Because you guys don't want Melody to be accountable for nothing that she do. Tell me why. Because I told you my job is done with this. My job is done with this. I said what I had to do. Everything that I said, it came to pass. I saw straight through that. I saw straight through all this. I told you nothing good was going to come out of this. This girl used her entire family for a freaking doggone reality show, sold her soul off of a freaking reality show and tried to drag those children in. And that's my opinion. And I will say alleged, but this is what I see. You can't tell me what I don't see. You can't come on and tell me how to tell my story. I only can go by or based off of what they put on this show.
The child and
so if that's
the
accurate,
woman.
So let me say this: if that is accurate, I'm about to. If I told my children that you had a child, whenever we pulled up to West End Grill a few weeks ago, while you were there with your baby mama and your child, and my kids was crying, and I had to calm them down. Why did you drive over there? I can paint the whole picture right for it now.
You can't paint no picture. Martell was right. You guys want to call Martell's crazy. Martell was right. Martell was right. Why would you put your kids in there? In grown folks' business? That's grown folks' business. Martell was right. And she talking about, I can explain myself. You can't explain that. Because you said that your children was crying because they saw their father with another woman and his son. Why would you want your children to see that? I'll wait. Why? And the thing about it, like I said there, say nobody held Melody accountable for nothing that she did. Nobody. And you want to call Martell unhinged? Martell, like I said there and said, the only reason why Martell unhinged, because he let you get away with a lot of stuff. We looking from the outside, but you don't know what's inside. It takes two to tear down a house. And I know, guys, y'all don't want to hear the truth because you guys so used to biting off of a lie. But this right here, guys, they put their life. No way in the world you can't tell me what I don't see or what I don't hear. Okay? Let's play some more for the ones in the back.
Because here's the thing, I don't have to protect your life. The next thing I knew, my daughter, Mariah, had her window down and her body was out saying, "Get away from my dad! Get away from my father!"
Look at Miss Wanda eyes. Look at Carla's mouth dropped on the floor because she injected her babies in that. Those children should have been in the house. She should have been in the house tending to her kids. But no, she wanted to make a story so she can put it on that show. That's why she had the kids to come on and talk about what they saw. Because Martell said, "Do you need me to play that clip? Because I can play that clip too. I got that one too." Martell asks his children, "How did they know? It's a secret, Dad." And I'm paraphrasing, charge it for me getting old. "It's a secret, Dad. Who told you that? It's a secret, Dad." Then one of them say, "Mom." Martell say, "Why would you want your children? Why did you bring the children around that?" Because she wanted a moment. She wanted to put it on the show. She didn't care. Let them see it and we'll get them therapy. We'll send them to a therapist later. It doesn't work like that. Because whatever you have done to the least of God's children, you have done it unto me. And Melody has done some grimy stuff. This is grimy. Because when you get babies, innocent children involved in grown folks' drama, these kids did not sign for this. Those children did not sign for this. You and Martell did. Those kids should have never been injected to that. But she wanted a storyline. Like I say, these people have sold their soul. That's sad, guys. Let's go ahead and play a little more.
So by the time I look up, I see it's him, his child, and his baby mother.
When Mariah saw you, your son, and your child's mother together.
It was from a distance, yeah.
So your daughter seeing her father, a woman, and a child just put two and two together.
No, she still don't know.
She still doesn't know.
Because I'm not about to do that. That ain't my place.
Now tell me, she lying? This girl, and I'm going to say allegedly, from what I see, is a pathological liar. Now she's saying she still don't know. But before that, she said the children was crying. Which one, Melody? Now, did she say that the children was crying and now she's saying they don't know? You see? Wow. Girl, you got a lot to answer for. And want me to tell you, like I said, I'm going to tell you exactly how this is going to happen. Her own fans going to turn against her. Because God gave Melody many opportunities to pump her brakes. They're going to wake up. They're going to wake up. Melody better stop. I mean, this girl has, according to this reality show, and I'm going to say allegedly, all this right here is allegedly for entertainment purpose only, because I know you guys all in your feelings right now because you don't like nobody to sit there and rip the sheets off of your God. This woman, like I said there and say, this woman is just like what Tisha said. She has a very dark soul because nowhere in the world I would have put my children in the mix of this. And then the thing about it is that she even made a song, a reaction song of how she tried to unalive her husband in that house over almighty dollars. Make it make sense.
But why haven't you told the kids yet that they have a brother?
And let's stop it right there. Carlos King say, why talking to Martell? And that's why I said they say when it comes to Carlos King, you're not gonna get no slack out of this either. Because first of all, Carlos King should have never even addressed Martell that way. Why you didn't tell the children? No, why they both? They are co-parents. They are co-parents. They both should have sit down. That's what Carlos King should have said. Why y'all both didn't sit down and told the children? Don't put the burden on just Martell. Like I said, did Martell do wrong? Nobody giving Martell a pass. But like I say, the child is here. Things happens. And we looking from the outside in. from what we saw, and according to what Ariane said, Melody gave her husband away. She got him with her eyes closed because the man was telling her what he needed in that marriage. What man that you know is going to beg for a whole year for certain things, but yet she go outside and let some other joker do what her own husband that was taking care of her wanted? What woman would do that and then didn't realize or forgot? It took Carlos King to pull it out. I know it hurt. Your ears hurt. And your ears hurt. But this is the truth. It took Carlos King to make this girl come out and say that she had fellatio with another man when her husband was begging her for almost a whole freaking year. And that's why I sit there and say, two wrongs don't make it right. Melody hands is not clean as well. The only reason why you guys can relate to what Melody, because Melody, like I said, Melody, she overpowered with the conversations. She had full control of the conversation, how she was going to steer this narrative. And some of us, even including me, we can relate to what Melody went through. But like I said there and say, they're not the first and they're not going to be the last. And that's real talk, okay?
I guess it just takes time.
Are you embarrassed by it?
When it comes to my children, I feel some kind of way. Certain things happened earlier on was a mistake, but him being here is not.
My hope is that the kids are able to hear it from you when you're ready. But I do think because you're on television, you don't have much time as other people.
Yeah.
According to the kids.
That's true. That's true. But still of all, Melody should have never went ahead and injected her kids in that. And then she lied because she said the kids don't know. The kids don't know. But yet you forgot you had said the kids was crying. And you guys want to sit there and say why Melody should not be held accountable. Like I say, when it comes to Martell spared Melody. He spared Melody. Because Melody, she went above arsoning. She had a lighter torch. And she had lighter fluid, was threatening to unalive this house. This girl was throwing plants. Some said, I'm going to say allegedly, throwing knives in the walls. Just imagine what the kids saw if we saw just this on the outside. That's why I sat there and say one thing I know, and I'm not going to preach with you guys. I'm about to close it up. And thank you all for coming in and being a part of my live. And sorry, I can't answer all your comments. I apologize. Because I did this live by myself. And, I can't really do an hour, okay? So thank you all for coming in. But like I said there and say, and thank you, checking your boo. I see that YouTube went ahead and pulled your name up too as supporting my channel. So thank you very much. So make sure you guys have a Cash App, okay? But like I said, everybody going around is why Melody shouldn't take accountability. Melody wondering why she shouldn't take accountability. That's what you call a narcissist behavior. When you throw the rock and hide your hands, or you don't realize what you do because you feel like you entitled to sit there and make other people's lives a living hell because things did not go your way. But that's called life, baby. That's called life. And on that note, guys, you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day. But I want to go ahead and leave this with you.
You have to watch out who you are associated with, because these people could be blocking you from achieving the blessing God wants to place into your life. These people can be your husband, your wife, your parent, your siblings, your cousin, child, even your best friend. Okay? These people who are around you is preventing God from giving you the blessing on your life. Because God knows, I want to take you there. But as long as you continue to hang out with this person or these people, I can't take you there. Because when I do, okay, You're going to bring these people with you. And these people are going to make you fall from grace. We all know deep down inside who these people are. And you may be experiencing a moment in your life where you're asking God, like, why don't I have this? You put it in my heart, Lord, I want it. God wants to give it to you. But in order for him to give it to you, you are going to have to remove yourself from that situation. And I promise you, once you do, God is going to give you the blessing of a lifetime.